So hi guys, and welcome to our garage. So I thought I just might do a little video talking about the first round of the Swedish Drift Championship a few weeks back, and also talk a little bit about what happened, about the misfire we had and what we have done to hopefully not have them in the future. Yeah, so firstly we qualified quite right, 6th place I believe, went through the ladder, ended up in 5th place overall. Just to do a quick overview. If you watch the video we have before this one, you can have a full review of the race with a lot of nice clips. But the reason, or not the reason, but one of the causes why I had a hard time to actually make a good competition or getting any longer was because we was having major misfires on the engine from the whole battles from top 32 to top 16 to top 8, and that's where it was done for the weekend. We tried to change the spark plugs, but it wasn't enough. We didn't have time to fix it, so we just had to drive with it and adapt as much as we could. But it was a very tough track. Mantorp Park is a fast track that demands a lot of horsepower and full send through the whole track. So when you're down on power, Mantorp Park really isn't too nice. So yeah, the car is back home. We have made sure that it's nice and hopefully ready for the next competition. So the new 2021 look with the gray instead of the black, a little revised with the livery, but it's pretty much the same. As always, we're keeping very big focus on the sponsors, the ones that trust in us and believes in us and helps us to become better. We will always try to give you guys as great logos as possible. So tell us in the comments about what you think about the 2021 livery. If you like it, if you don't like it, tell us. Tell us what we can do better. Tell us what you want to see, if we could do anything else. We have something cool coming up for the season. Some small twitches, not to the livery, but to the car at the end of the season. Yeah, so anyway, tell us in the comments what you think. And don't forget to subscribe, share, and also like the video. It means the world to us. Yeah, so to get back to what happened, we had the misfire. We couldn't find it actually at the competition. The problem is that we still don't know if we have fixed it, because obviously we can't test in the garage. Maybe I should do a burnout. Should I do a burnout in the garage? Tell us in the comments that one as well, and it might happen. But so what we have done is that we have changed the coils to some new OEM genuine VAG coils. Hopefully they are a little bit better than the old ones that we used, which was still an OEM, or not an OEM, but a VAG coil, just a copy or whatever you call them. These are brand new, so we will keep them as spares. If this decides to work, we will try them as well and see if it still works, and we will have them as spare. Otherwise we will buy 6 new red top coils. So yeah, firstly we changed them. We also did a little bit better earth to them, like this one you see here. This we did already on a dyno, because we saw some small misfires coming from the wastegates on a dyno. Managed to fix that on a dyno, but it was even more on the competition. It was undrivable. So that's the first thing we did. We changed the coil packs to 6 brand new coils. The next thing we did was that on the alternator, we actually saw in the log that we had quite a low charging rate. We had 13.5 volts, which we have been using every year with this car, but we haven't had any problem before. So we really don't know where the problem is coming from. but something has happened. Maybe we have done the engine a little bit more efficient, or something pushed more power from the same booster, I don't know. What we did changed for this season is the exhaust manifold, the pressure pipes, the charge pipes, and the intercooler from FMIC, the wastegates, the exhaust system, and also the turbo. We had slightly bigger turbo and bigger exhaust housing or turbine housing, which maybe gives us a little bit more power on the same boost, which maybe causes the misfires or something. So what we've done is that this Ford alternator, they are actually PWM controlled by the ECU, but we managed to run them on 13.5 volts without any controller. So now I have simply soldered on some cables on here, and then I have epoxy glue this so it's nice sealed. This one goes to the plus, and the yellow one here is the PWM signal from the ECU master box. So now we can control the alternator. Simply we can charge up to 18 volts if we want to, but I think we are charging at 14.8 at maximum now, 14 volt I think at idle. So hopefully that will give us a little bit less resistance in the cables, because that's the summary of everything that we've gone through. We think that might be a heat problem, since it got worse and worse during the ladder. So of course when the coils gets heat, the cables going warm, the resistance in the cables will raise, and the voltage drop at the coil might be as much as a volt or 1.5, which gives us under 12 volts on the coils. Again, just speculations that we hope are correct ones. So now we have raised from 13.5 to 14.8, which is 1.3 volts, which hopefully helps that. Together with the new coil pack and also new spark plugs. So as you see in this clip, we, against Mike, we had some hard time to keep the car on full boost with full wheel spin. At the end of the track, you can hear the engine just don't want to rev, and it was super hard to to run that course. So that ended that day. So that's basically what we have done to prevent this to happen in the future. The other thing we did, obviously what we always do when we have some problem with the engine, we actually did take down the oil pan and checked all the bearings. They were looking quite good. These ACL bearings protecting our crankshaft. So they are actually looking quite right. Everything looked very good in the engine. We have done a big service, oil filter, oil change, some new and fresh Motul oil in there. And we checked the turbo, we checked the belt, the alternator, the steering pump, new fresh oil there. A bolt check, gone over every bolt. We have given the car a big cleanup. So we believe that the car is ready for Sundsvall in a little bit less than 2 weeks. And Sundsvall Raceway has historically treated us quite well, or actually it hasn't. every single time I've been there, this car has been into the wall due to this guy being a little bit stupid or over aggressive, or I don't know. But every single time, 2017, 18 and 19, every year I hit the wall in Sundsvall, and I can assure you that these walls are actually quite hard, made of concrete, and a car don't like concrete. But result wise, we have been, I think, worst in 4th place in Sundsvall. So it's been quite a good track. I like the track. It's quite aggressive. It's not super fast. It's not super long, but it's walls, and you need to have full commitment, going tight to the walls over the whole track. It's also a track that gives plenty of opportunities for tight twin drifting, which you guys hopefully like. I think that's it for this one. It's quite a fast vlog, short one, giving an update on the car, which is looking super ready. Just missing one blinker, but I think we're ready. I think we're ready. So yeah, we will try to go and test this car during next week to see if we have managed to get rid of the misfire problems. Otherwise we have to do it on track, but we are pretty sure, pretty confident that what we have done have actually fixed the problem. But make sure, it would be great. So if you know anywhere around Gothenburg or the west coast of Sweden where we can go and test this car, or tell us in the comments, would be great, since we have no track day as we know during the next week. So it would be great if you know anywhere we could just test it for 2 laps, or 15-20 minutes on track. Would be great. So if you know any place, tell us in the comments. Otherwise, this is it for now. There will be a video on that test if we find any place to go test it. Otherwise, the next video probably will be at Sundsvall way, where we will fight for that top spot and trying to get the highest position. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, everything you can out of this, and we hope that this car is ready for the next battle.